Hey, the Ramblers and Rovers, this is Miguel. Today we are rambling and roving our way around San Miguel once more. We know we just cannot stay away from this town. And I'm here with fabulous Bridget.
Hello everyone.
Expat, nomad,
Extraordinaire.
artist extraordinaire. So we were thinking of taking you to one of the best places to visit here in San Miguel, which is Fabrica, La Aurora, which is located kind of a bit a ways out of the downtown, like this immediate historical center. And it is this old textile mill that was converted into this artsy Bohemian place with restaurants and different establishments, art galleries. So we're gonna go check it out so that you can check it out with us. So San Miguel is known as one of Mexico's most important cultural and artistic centers. We are actually passing this convent here in the downtown, which houses free art expositions for any visitors who wanna see them. And there's just so much art going on here in San Miguel. San Miguel is famous for drawing artists from all over the world and from Mexico as well. So you get to see all kinds of art throughout the city, which makes this a very special city to visit if you're creatively minded. We're passing by some cool mojigangas themed after Dia de Muertos, which it's gonna be in a few days here. This is the end of October, so we're going on the run up to Dia de Muertos. One of the best times to be here in San Miguel. They're putting up the decorations, flowers all over, everything is skulls and just dead things. You can see that the town is very dead right now, but not in the way you would conventionally think. So speaking of art and color here in Mexico, Bridget was actually here. I hadn't come into San Miguel in time, but Bridget was actually here for Aurora, which is one of the festivals that are held here in San Miguel in homage to some of the patron saints of the town. I don't know if you want to share a little bit of how that experience was, Bridget?
Yeah, well, it was really interesting. So it happens, I think, typically the last weekend of September, and it runs for 3 days, but it starts at 2 a.m. and La Alborada is the dawn, and so you're celebrating San Miguel, and so it starts with a huge procession and fireworks, but starting at 2 a.m. so you are not sleeping, and then the huge fireworks display happens at 5 a.m. from 5 to 6.
Crossing the street.
What?
I don't know. We're just trying not to get killed here.
Yeah, so anyway, sorry, multitasking is not my strong suit. So anyway, it's such a unique experience. It's only here in San Miguel, and if you can make it, and if you're a night owl and you like staying up all night and you don't want to sleep, you should do a La Alborada, or if you find yourself here by mistake, just get some earplugs because it is very loud. loud. So anyway.
Which is also like a very San Miguel thing. I mean, San Miguel isn't really like it's a town, but it still has like that small pueblo feel. So a lot of the things that you will experience here will be very much in line with what you would expect from a small town in central Mexico, right? So La Aurora is very accessible from the downtown. It is such a joy to walk around San Miguel. It can be a little hard sometimes though, so be prepared to do this with some walking shoes if you're staying in the downtown area. La Aurora is located in the northwest part of town. I mean, if you are orienting yourself from the centro or from the cathedral, for example. So maybe what, like a 20-minute walk or so?
From Central?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say about 20 minutes.
I'm gonna be reacting live. Bridget has been there before. Of course, she was the one who came up with this idea and suggested it. So I'll be reacting live to like what you would experience just coming and seeing it for the first time.
So I did want to say, you mentioned the cobblestone streets, and like, you know, you need to be paying attention when you're walking here. San Miguel is known as the city of fallen women because don't think about wearing your heels, ladies. Do not even think about it.
I have never heard that before, but it is so true.
It's very accurate.
Yeah.
Like you will fall. You will fall.
Yeah, I mean, fallen men too. I mean, guys, it's easy to trip.
Fallen humans.
It's easy to trip. It's just so many hills, and it's like the stones, and so it's a bit of, it can feel like a hike sometimes, even when you're in town.
I think this part of town is Colonial Guadalupe. Known for lots of murals and art galleries here.
Okay, so from Centro you have to get to this street which is called Calzada de la Aurora, so called because it was a road that in the old days led out of San Miguel towards La Aurora. And there's just so many different nooks and crannies here, like these little alleyways with all this color in them, with murals, all these nooks and crannies where you can get snacks, frozen yogurt, traditional Mexican sweetbreads, all kinds of things. So now we're about to enter La Aurora, which is right across this bridge, and our encounter with art. So we are here at Hacienda La Aurora, and it is very beautiful, very spacious here. Really like a cool place to come explore if you're around this area. So like a little tidbit about like some of the trees that are here at the Hacienda. These trees are called pirul trees, and its leaves are very aromatic. You can find these all over San Miguel, and they're almost like little ferns, but if you mash them up, they have this very, very delicious aromatic smell. So we traditionally use these in Mexico as a part of like herbs to give a pleasant odor when you're doing like a cleansing bath or something like that. It's very much used in like traditional Mexican like practices. So here we are. Let's go right in. Let's check this out. This is such a beautiful little fountain here, and they already have it decked out with the marigolds, the cempasúchil flower, which are traditional for Dia de Muertos here in Mexico. There's just art all over, different like shops and places. This is a beautiful, beautiful mural. Very much in San Miguel colors. When it rains, it can be very green, but usually it's just like all these different shades of like browns and rusty colors and yellows. So I think this is the area where they hold some of the workshops, and you have all these different galleries. Oh yeah. I mean, talk about Dia de Muertos. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is called right here. Alright, so here is the map of the whole factory. This is La Aurora. And I mean, there have to be perhaps maybe 50 businesses here, 50 different places. It's insane. Art here, like just everywhere, everything from sculpture to some of these drawings, probably from some of the workshops, I would think. don't you think, Bridget?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm sure Miguel mentioned they offer a lot of art workshops here too. So that's all I have to say about that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I have spoken.
No, but this is like such a cool place, and just everything has been turned into like a work of art. It's a bit haphazard actually, so it's like you think that there are just things that are just like random, just kind of things you would commonly see like in like, you know, like a public institution or a school or whatever, but it's been turned into art. Like even the lighting here, for example, is like for sale, like these like beautiful chandeliers, and there's so much of it. If you are an art lover, this is the place for you here in San Miguel. I love this painting that makes this agave plant look like an octopus, which is kind of what they are, like almost, but in like the plant, in the plant kingdom. Let's see. What do you want to show me?
So I stopped here and closed at 5:35. Oh my gosh, it looks awesome. Just the colors alone.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is cool.
Yeah, this looks so cool.
Look at the abstract. Doesn't that kind of remind you of something I would do?
Yeah. So not everything is paintings and amateurish drawings. You also have furniture stores here with custom and boutique designs that are like put for sale here. You know, just in case you just wanted to San Miguel and decide to like buy a house. But very beautiful furniture, very like contemporary Mexican is a lot of what we're seeing. Lots of wood colors and stone. This is such a cool demon goat. This one really appeals to my sensibilities. I don't know why, I just like it. So, to be honest, I was just expecting maybe one, well, maybe not one or two, but, a few galleries and a few like shops and places. This is almost like a shopping mall for art that isn't like trashy. Like, it's like an actually like very chic, very Bohemian like place. Like, you have all these like crazy things, like there's like milk up there with like all these religious figures. Like they really have taken the space of this old textile factory and have turned it into something amazing. And I'm not just saying that, even though it is my motto that everything is amazing. So this is so cool. You have all the history laid out here of La Aurora. So La Aurora was established in 1901, and it is based on what a textile factory or textile mill from England would have been like. So it was kind of laid along the same lines. It actually uses British machinery. So kind of like a sign of like a booming, changing Mexico. at a time of one of Mexico's biggest booms right before the revolution. So they host tons of events here at La Aurora, so you can always catch a concert for Dia de Muertos, there's an art walk, other concerts, different classes, texture painting, mixed media photography, abstract painting, so all kinds of things and activities to do here. So it's not just like walking around and shopping. So be sure to check it out before you come here so that you don't miss out on some of these great events that they have here. Oh my god, these are some beautiful, beautiful paintings. So the whole town is really ramping up for Dia de Muertos. It really is one of the best times to be in San Miguel. Beautiful, beautiful painting of the centro, the view of the cathedral. Hello, I thought I'd lost you.
Just keeps going and going. This is cool.
Yeah. My god, I do not like abstract art. I mean, you guys can murder me in the comments if you don't agree with me, but like...
I love abstract art.
Yeah.
I'm an abstract artist.
Yeah, but your stuff is different.
Oh, thank you. Do you like this?
I mean,
no,
I can
not
appreciate it. I don't know if I would hang it like in my place. You know?
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
think
that's not really you. I get it.
Yeah, I like more I don't know, figurative, like with like a bit more definition, representation of whatever that means.
Realistic. I'm just gonna keep saying word.
Yeah.
It just keeps going. Wow. Probably don't.
This I like better. I'm starting to get anxious. I'm starting to get anxious because I feel that our souls are just destined to wander this art factory like for eternity.
Yeah.
And we're never gonna find like our way out. You know, we're just gonna like wander these halls.
I hear once people enter Fabrica La Aurora, they're never seen again. And now I understand why.
Yeah. I know. Maybe let's not just come alive by night. We should probably get out.
Okay, let's go.
Cow.
Yeah, this is just so expansive. Like I had been to one whole area and that's not even this whole, I've been to a totally separate place than this. So there's just so much to see. There's also a pond in the middle with ducks and little cafes. Like you cannot miss.
Yeah, you promised me ducks.
I'll show you ducks.
So Bridget created this mask too. I mean, obviously Bridget is an artist. You guys all know this.
Yes, it's well known.
I'm gonna have to put up a shot of Bridget like holding the mask.
It's so scary. I've taken a few cartonarias, of paper mache, like classes here. I did a alebrije and then I did a mask. And the mask, no matter how I paint it, it's so creepy. It is so creepy.
It is.
I can't make it not creepy.
It'll give your children ideas. Like, it really will.
But when I look at these masks, I feel better because they're very creepy too.
I mean, I think just masks by definition are just creepy. I mean, just like these like soulless, like no eyes, like representations of people. I don't know. I think that's the other that makes it so creepy. Tons of them. It's really cool. So I was talking with one of the artists who actually has his studio here, that there are plenty of artists who have their studios in here in La Aurora itself, so you can actually see the process of this art, of all these artworks being created, which is a really cool addition. Really feels very authentic. So there really is this like artist bohemian vibe here. It's just so amazing. So right at the end of this corridor you have the Café de la Aurora. So this cafe area. So this really is the perfect thing to do for like a Sunday morning or like a slow afternoon, you know, like where you like wake up and go like antiquing. They have some antique shops here too, and you're doing all this like cultural stuff, and then you're getting like your coffee or your pizza or like maybe a drink, you know, in between bouts of like just over binging and overindulging on art. And it's just like such a cool area to be and walk around. Like you really do feel like you're walking around just within the area of La Aurora itself. So amazing for like a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday morning with your significant other or your friends. So my liver started tingling, and I can now understand why. There's a tasting room here for wine. So Querétaro and this whole area is known for its wines. It's one of Mexico's best wine regions in the whole country. What better thing to do to come to the region of El Bajío, which includes San Miguel, Querétaro, Bernal, all these little towns in north central Mexico, and coming and getting a taste of what the local wines taste like. So just bear that in mind. Come sober, leave buzzed. So here by the entrance you have the restaurants here, like this whole restaurant area. So it's kind of perfect because this area of La Aurora closes later, so you can always be here and shop for artwork or just like go around looking at the galleries, and then once they close down you can come over here and have a meal before you leave. So kind of perfect. Also cool for like brunch or like a, you know, Saturday or Sunday breakfast. So we're going to this other little area that's by the parking lot, and there are different businesses here, including a coffee shop and a duck pond. Here we go. Bridget, you have fulfilled your promise. There are ducks.
I told you. We don't have any friends. No.
This is such a cool little nook. It's got a nice little free library, and you can get your coffee here. Salud. It's got a beautiful garden here. I was thinking that it was probably not the best idea to come here by night because you're kind of cutting your time here a little short, but it's actually so beautiful here. It really feels like you're transported to another place. That's what I bridge.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Yeah, just look at this. It's a beautiful place. Alright, so thank you for tuning in for this cool little adventure here in San Miguel. We hope you really enjoyed the sights and the art that La Aurora has to offer. It really is one of the best things to do here in San Miguel. And I'm saying this as somebody who has been to San Miguel quite a few times. Bridget too. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel. It really keeps us growing and helping us on our mission to bring you to some of these amazing places all around the world and showing you these beautiful places and cool stories and amazing people. So until our next adventure, adios amigos. Keep on rambling and roving.
Bye.
Bye.
And if you're in San Miguel in October, bring a sweater.
Bring a
Because it's cold.
sweater. It's cold.